I'm getting there. And I'm just super excited to be here with you guys all. And so hi, how are you? Somebody say hi to me. I'm still getting my laptop on, and it's been a little bit on the crazy side, like always. You know, that's just, it's just always going to be like that, right? It's never going to be not crazy. So I kind of just have to work with it, is what I keep thinking. We just have to do what we have to do and get things done. And it's even getting a little warm here. So for just a little bit, I'm going to turn my little mini fan on me. And so talk to me. Hey, Rita, how are you, sweetheart? How are you? How is everybody doing? And Shirley Pryor, hey, how are you? It's good to see you. I'm just getting the little laptop here on. I can see you. So did you see my tortilla recipe? Wasn't that funny? I know. It was supposed to be like a video letter to Nick, but it didn't really work that way. It was more like a video letter to me. But oh well, it'll be fine. Let me make sure that I have my volume off. There we go. Volume off on my laptop. Let's see, what time is it? Is it almost 2? No, did I say we were starting at 3? I said we were starting at 3. So let me show you why I'm here. I am, hey, Barbara, how are you in New York? Just spent half an hour in the basement. Tornado warnings. Oh, you are kidding me. Oh my goodness. Let me read. You're telling me, oh, something else came up here. Speakers, go away. Half an hour in the basement for tornado warning from Beryl. Very rare here. Oh my goodness. I had no idea. I am so sorry. Beryl is no joke, okay? He was chasing me or I was chasing him. It looks like I have something going on over here. Oh, that maybe is my laptop. And this is supposed to get put away. So I have been spending so much time decluttering and doing all kind of crazy stuff, okay? I have been going through the paper hoarding situation going on in my life. My goodness, there is so much paper. If another piece of paper comes in this house, somebody should like just call 911 and say Martha Frischnecht is not supposed to have any more paper. She is lost her mind, and she should not have any more paper, period. So in my paper sorting situation, and I'll show it to you. Let me see if I can move my camera in that direction. So here's where the shelves are supposed to be coming, okay? There's 2 spots, 1 on each side. Let me move that down. And so here is my paper, what do we call this? Paper stack. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows up and 5 rows across. There we go. Let me make sure the phone doesn't come off of my little thing. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the phone got mad. Okay, so 5 rows up, 5 rows across, way a lot of paper. I have been slowly moving the paper. Hey, Pamela Densmore, how are you? I have been slowly, Pamela, working on what I call a row of mess of Anna Griffin paper that for some reason in my mind I had to take it out of collections and put it into some kind of color system. Well, that didn't work for me. And somebody should have like really told me that was not going to work for me, that I really prefer working in it in collections. Barbara, you won't say no to the mystery box offering. No, the mystery box offering is incredible. Yes, okay, well, yeah, no, I'm not going to say no to that one. But I've been slowly sorting these things back into their specific areas. And then I figured out that I had 5, not 1, 2, or 3, but 5. What are my beautiful Annalise paper collection. Way too much paper for any one person. So you need to sign up for that mystery box. Barbara, if you don't have the mystery box, you are going to, if you already know that you are sorry for not having it, because it is beautiful. It is so much fun to receive it, first of all, because it's just fun. Hey, Dell, how are you? Makes me so happy. Exactly, Dell. It makes me so happy to receive it, to share it, to force myself, challenge, it should be, not force myself to create something with what is in there. Yes, that is so much fun. And while I was sorting out my stash here, I found the first little sheets that came with it. I don't know if we got sheets for every single collection or month, but I found some and I said, ooh, I should keep them somewhere in a stash, maybe with my die cuts or something. And I'm really happy that we have been sharing dies with each other, because I may not have the ones that you have. So we can buy from each other, swap, whatever you want to call it. So that's been really, really fun to do. But so here's me trying to sort, and I am really tired. I'm really tired of it. This is not the only section of paper. Now, mind you, these are now empty, which is nice. This section here is now empty. This part at the bottom is not. But it's way too much paper, and nobody should have this much paper. And then I'll show you the other stash. Let me see if I can move my little camera over. The camera is not cooperating. Okay. Here is my new stash of paper. I am in love with it, okay? It's the same little IKEA containers, Kallax that people call it. But it is not from IKEA, it is from Walmart. And if I had a choice again to do it, I would get the same IKEA one. I've already kind of busted into a little spot and the little screw came out where it's not supposed to. And my Kallax, I have had them forever and ever. And they have never fallen apart. I've never gotten holes in them. Hey Shirley, how are you? So that is, and then the reason why I got the Kallax was it fit better in my space. I mean, not the Walmart one. I think it's called Better Home and Garden Storage Cube something. So it has 3 rows and 4 across, and so that means I could get 6 rows in here and get more stuff in. I just kind of stacked them on top of each other and kind of put these together and pinned them and did all kind of stuff so that they wouldn't fall on me. But they are not, to me, they don't feel as sturdy as the Kallax. So that's just my opinion. They could be completely different or not. And the Walmart one is kind of like wood grain, and I was able to paint it the same color as my lovely dining Chinette cabinet so that it wouldn't look so odd next to each other. So anyway, here I have 4 and 6 going down, and it is just a lot of paper. This is my, what I call my solids collection, and then collection of paper that I don't always use. These 3 big boxes here. This is pages completely filled, scrapbook pages that need to go in their yearly scrapbook pages, books. Okay, so I've already put pictures in them. They just need to go get filed into my books. And then this is 2 monster boxes of scrapbook pages that we have done together, but they don't have pictures in them yet. So some weekend we're gonna have a crop and just print pictures and force the pictures into the page. I did that one time at a scrap retreat. I think it was the Hideaway Hill one, and it was fabulous. You just forced your pictures to fit into the space. And so that's gonna happen. We're gonna have a crop of putting pictures on paper because it's lovely to do all this other stuff, but that needs to happen. Okay, this is Christmas. This little cube is all Christmas, and there's probably more Christmas. And that's why I cannot buy Christmas paper. I was really sad when I saw that Anna Griffin today at 11ish had the Christmas old text paper. I didn't buy any. I was holding on to dear life not to push the button because I already have paper, a whole cube of Christmas paper. And there's paper elsewhere. It's just, this is what I have somewhere. And then this is more paper of collections that I need to figure out where they're supposed to go. But I just wanted to show you how I'm kind of sorting things out. And so while I was doing that, I found this cute little book, and that's what today is about. Okay, it's almost 3, so I know I said I'd start at 3. So this is a little pre-made, let's see, is it 6 by 6? Is it 7 by 7? I guess you might call it 8 by 8. It's like 7.5 by 7.5. And I got it when I was at the Scrap Shack, Texas.com. I just called them to see if they had any more. They're not answering the phone. That is really probably in the space where Beryl hit them hard. So I don't suspect that they are there at work, but I called just in case to see if they would be answering the phone, but they're not. I hope everybody's good on that side of the world. And so this is what I have. And I was thinking that this would be perfect for my little beach retreat vacation that I just came back from. So that's what I wanted to do. And of course, because we went to Cancun, Mexico, I thought I should use Hermosa. But then I also thought that Hermosa would be really pretty with the floral Carte Noire collection that we had from a different time frame. Do you guys remember? This is like, I think this is floral technically. The ones that had the white in the back. And then this might be Carte Noire. For me, it's all the same collection because they're almost exactly the same. I know if you guys are purists and you have to keep them separately, I totally understand that. But for me, it's all the same. So I was thinking we should work on getting this book and covered up and talk about what we can do. So when do you guys want to meet? Crop at Home 2, right? It was floral. It was floral, and then it was also Carte Noire. Didn't we have 2 collections that were kind of black flowers background, or am I crazy? We had floral as a collection, and then we got Carte Noire the next time. Is that possible? So I thought it might work. Do you think it might work? Maybe. If it doesn't, then I apologize. So the little book I really like. It works. Thank you. Floral and paisley. That's right. It was floral, paisley, and heirloom, right? Handsome was 1. So I know I just took all that apart. It used the paper. I'm gonna have to go back in there and say heirloom was Crop at Home 2, and Paris Green was Crop at Home 4 that we just did, or was Create. That was Create 9. You see how we kind of just blend it all in. What I do remember is that Happy made me happy because it was Crop at Home 1, so I'm super thrilled about that. So let's talk about when we can meet together. Handsome was Crop at Home 1. I loved those papers. Have I seen them come through here yet? I don't think I have a Handsome stack of paper, but it might be in the overflow room. I just haven't found it yet. I know, it's horrible. I was just going to take a break from organizing and decluttering and try to play a little bit and make me happy with this little thing. Hello, Leah. How are you? I am so glad that you're here with me. Thank you so much. Okay, so we are almost at our 3 o'clock hour. Yay. Okay, so thank you so much. I'm Martha at Martha's Paper Crafting. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I am really thrilled that you are here with me. I am so ecstatic. We are going to play a little bit with Hermosa paper. Hermosa is the exclusive paper collection for members only at Anna Griffin. That's where you can go and buy it. You can go in and become a member at the annagriffin.com, and then you can buy Hermosa. It is so absolutely gorgeous. You can also buy La Mossi, which I accidentally found that I have 2 collections of La Mossi. I didn't know that. I thought I had 1, but I have 2. And I love that because the paper is gorgeous. It goes with so many things. And then you also get to buy fringe that is for members only. Remember, the Victorian fringe is right here. You can do so much there. So you get a discount. I mean, really, if you are an Anna Griffin fan and you're not on the members only, then you're losing money because you could be getting discounts all the time. So here, let's figure out what we're doing with this paper and the paper, the little book that I'm working on, okay? This is pre-made, but I will tell you exactly how we can make it. But this is pre-made, and I would go and look on Amazon.com for pre-made mini scrapbooks. That's what this is. You can probably also find them on the Etsy store. Get free perks, yes. Get free peeks. Did you not like the peeks today? Oh my goodness. Pamela, you are my person. You saw the classes for Create 10. Let's talk later. Okay. So this book, the first thing I want to do is kind of ink all the spaces, because when I go and get these papers and put it on top, I can never just get the perfect edging. So then therefore I just leave it behind. Squeal. I know, that was just, I know. Did you see the pin? Yes. That's exactly what I was doing. I was sitting there going, sneaky peeky, please. Sneaky peeky. Okay, so here we have this one. If you don't know, you don't know. And if you know, you know. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to move the camera over to my laptop, my desk, so that you can see me a little bit better, and we'll turn on the light and all that wonderful stuff, okay? Let's get some extra light in here. I noticed it works. I have these beautiful windows in my scrap room, but I did notice that you get much better, it looks much better if we have the extra light that we bought when we were at, I think right there, one, two, right there, that we bought when we were at Home Depot in Dripping Springs. Look at that. That light just makes it all so much better. Yes, that makes it all so much better. Okay, so I think I have to spin this down. Okay, and then I think I'm upside down. So we will turn this around slowly. And I really don't have a whole lot to talk to you about today. I'm really wanting to work on this project and get a little bit of love time, happy time, craft happy time. This is the time when we can talk to each other and figure out some good times for everybody to come back. I'm thinking maybe Friday we can do a crop. I don't know. It just kind of depends on what's going on in the world of my husband. I'm going to bring this in a little bit more. Let's see. Are we upside down? No, yes. I don't know. We'll keep up. We'll keep up and we'll look and see what is the right time. So here are the papers from the little, I like to look at these before anything else. This is all this beautiful little 5x7s. Is that what I'm saying? Or 4x6, 5x7s. And I kind of like to look through all of those and see what we have going on before I make decisions on color. Okay, so this is going to be a beach mini book, right? Now these little mini books are all over the place. You can get them pre-made or you can make them yourself. I know it's crazy, but you can. Using Handsome for the softball, baseball. Oh, that sounds perfect. Yes. So I was thinking, when you're making a mini book or when you're working on this kind of thing, your fat stuff needs to be on the outside of the book, okay? Because you can see this one is a trifold little brochure type. So these pages need to be flat, okay? And then you can kind of see where your spaces are in between. These little spaces in here can also be flat. You might be able to put a little bit of stuff in there, but maybe not too much. So I'm kind of thinking of something really pretty on this outside part, because that is where our pretty stuff is going to be able to sit. And I, you know, I'm seeing something, you know, happy, right? Happy. And let's do the inking. You know, I'm a pink girl and I haven't even tried these out, but I also like the blue which is called Robin's Egg Blue, which is maybe not my exact color for what I want it to do. So let's try it out. And when we try the ink out, it's just for edging of the edges, right? But I would suggest that you try it out before, and maybe even on paper that is similar to what you're doing, using it on, okay? And I have to say, I love this little gadget thing. And I know it's probably not as convenient as all of these little things. Okay, you see, kind of looks like lipstick. Do I like that? Do I not like that? Is that happy? Does that say Mexico to you? Does that say beach? I don't know. I don't know if you can see that very good. I'm getting weird colors here. And from NRH, Texas. Kathy, am I seeing that right? Kathy, what is NRH? NRH, Texas, North. I don't know. I kind of like that, but it kind of looks like lipstick. So when I see that up against this, I'm not a huge fan. I'm like, what do you think? I'm just not. I'm not thinking that's the way I want to go. Maybe if it was only these pink ones, but you know we're also going to have orange. Maybe I have to go with the green. The green goes with, I think, everything, and there's green in all of the papers. My tortilla presentation, deep country in Alabama, and I used a recipe for homemade noodles. Oh my goodness, how fabulous. My son loves to make. Have I ever made homemade noodles? I'm not sure. I'd have to think about that one. If I ever made the homemade noodles. Okay, green here. I just don't like the way that pink is showing up, you know? Maybe green is going to be better. And why do we have, okay, so let me read. I caught your tortilla presentation. It's it or not deep in my country, Alabama. Grandma used to make recipe to make homemade noodles. Drop those balls in a big pot or chicken and boil for 20 minutes. The balls got dropped and boiled, and that's how we ended up with noodles. That's dumplings? Yes. Okay, so somebody told me there was a dumpling recipe that basically you just cut up pieces of tortilla and you end up with a dumpling recipe. Okay, we're looking at how the green looks with this, and I'm just not thrilled. It looks dirty now. Martha, yes to the great one, the dumplings, the green one. Yeah, I don't like the pink one at all, and the blue one I think is going to just be too dark. You know what I need is gold, right? But I don't have gold. I don't have gold ink. I ordered it, but it's not here yet. So what shall we do if we don't have gold? What shall we do if we don't have gold? We can use gold buffing. You guys know I'm a fan of the gold buff. And I think that's what I need to do. But if we're going to do gold buff, then I need to have my wipies ready. Because if we used gold rub and buff, let's put a little, I know that I have like 2 of these gold rub and buff things. Oh, look at that. It's all dried up on top. No wonder it doesn't want to open. I didn't even know that happened. But I guess, why not? Okay, so gold rub and buff is messy, but so is inking, right? I think the gold as well. I need some gold ink. Yep, that's it right there, look. I don't know if you can see that. And this is gold leaf and de oro in that color. So yes, okay, so very easily I'm going to apply messy, because you know what, we're gonna put paper in these spaces anyway. And I like to ink. When I ink, I like to ink way before, because as we're inking, we can not, you know, it's better. You don't have to get into all of the other spaces. You're gonna put paper on all of it. Oh, I like that. And let's open this thing up. So much for inking, me trying out my inking process, but the gold really, I ordered some, but it isn't here yet. And I'm putting some on the edge, and then I'm rubbing it into the corners of my edging of my paper. I really wish we could be doing this on a crop, because I would like you guys to be talking to me. That's why I really enjoy doing the crops, because then I'm not sitting here alone talking to myself. Is there another way to apply this other than making this mess with my finger? It's not like can we buff it in? Does anybody know? I was thinking gold as well. It's just gold es mejor. Gold marker. Oh yes, the gold marker would be good also. We're gonna try to use this little thing, one of these little things, because and this is why I'm not a huge fan of did you see what I just did? I pulled off the whole thing, the stapler. So what does that mean? Does that mean the stapler's not gonna stay on? Okay, let's see if we can buff this into this stuff. Or will most of it stay on the buff? I don't know. Yes, okay. Not very much, not a whole lot that you need to do, because we're gonna come back and add more to it, more paper to it. Okay, so then I wanna do the edging. Oh yeah, I'm liking how that is smearing way better than my finger. Oh yes, this is way better. It's like a fast inking system here. Okay, and I am putting it, this is a glass mat here that I'm working with. I have never been a glass person until I started using my light. And when I started using this light, it really has changed the way I can see so much better. My eyes are not strained. I absolutely love it. I'm waiting for my little magnets to come in. Pamela, did yours ever come in? Because I have not seen mine. I have to go check the other house mail though. I haven't done that lately. So we are going to work on these 3 pages, the outside pages, because those are going to be the fun ones, right? Those are going to be the big fat ones, because like I said, the inside needs to be on the flat side. Now, who has tried out these pre-made little books? This one I said I got from the Scrap Shack. And I know, though, that Rosa Kelly also sells pre-made books. You can see, look, mine has a dent on it, but it'll be fine. We'll hide it, add a flower, add a sticker to the very corner. Okay, so I will say that this gold buff does have a little bit of a smell to it. And if you're sensitive to smells, you may not like that. Lovely. So I'm a little bit afraid of working with my Hermosa paper because I don't have very much of it. But you know, you have to give up the situation of of using our papers and just using them as a collector's item. We need to use them. There's plenty of paper in the world. We just need to use it. But I'm the first one there to be buying 2 or 3 sets because I'm afraid of running out. That FOMO is real. Annie Pence is not here with us. She is playing cards today. We were talking earlier today. And she is playing cards or bridge cards. I'm sorry, I'm going to take that charm off of this bracelet in just a second because I feel like I keep hitting the glass. So we are all super happy that we're all safe from Beryl. I'm sorry that you guys had felt Beryl all the way in your parts of the world. There are places in Houston that still do not have power. It's really causing a problem here for our neighbors. We have power, but we also have, we're using the regular grid, the regular stuff, but we have generators also. But I think that's a thing for the country people. I think we have generators more than people in the country, in the city. I think because you're more secure to always have power. Or am I, or I don't know, maybe we should start thinking about having generators for our homes, just like we have, you know, the electric plugs and the smart homes. We have the electric plugs for our cars. Maybe it's something that we should start thinking about, because if we live in these areas, I think we only have it because we have so much equipment out there that my husband uses it on a regular basis. So, what do you think? Gold really did work to me. Make it different and messy and different. Okay, but I'm liking the way it's looking. And look at this mess. I know, and I am not the messy crafter. It bothers me. I did at one time collect a lot of the Tim Holtz stuff because I really liked it, but I could never continuously use it because it just was too messy for me. Ay, ay, ay. Sorry. I didn't realize this hits the glass constantly. Okay, so you have 2 sets, need more on the bottom. Yes, okay. Need more on the bottom. All right. Look at this. Yuck. Yuck, yuck. Okay. Ugh. Help. Let's look. Okay, so which way? I don't know which one is top and bottom. Okay, so this is top and bottom. Let's put some more out. Because it's the front, right? We want it to be pretty in the front. It makes such a big difference. Okay, and so then what paper do we use in the very front of this situation for the front cover? And pictures and papers, I mean, you're kind of stuck with the same sizes. I'm just gonna throw this thing away. I think they're disposable. That has to go. Somebody's got to staple that in. Ugh. Lovely little mess I've got. What did we buy on HSN? Oh my goodness, Pamela. I, again, do not need a single piece of paper more. But the magnets that go to our our caterpillar light box, the did you see the paper, the paisley paper and the heirloom paper was like 60 bucks for both of them? That was pretty freaking incredible of a price. I mean, that's like $30 when our new papers are what? Our new papers are like 80 bucks, 100 bucks. I love seeing the Christmas album coming. Okay, that wasn't on HSN though. And so I got, of course, the auto ship program with the pearl paper. I have a lot of foil paper. I don't think that that's how I'm justifying it anyway, that I have enough of the pearl paper. So I got the pearl paper. And yes, the secret sale is still going on right now because that's I think it's like $5.50 or $7.50 or something for shipping. But yes, you can still keep going and buying stuff. I did see that. I did not buy anything, but I did see that you can still get stuff on there. When are they going to take that down so that we can be safe from it, right? I just got my dies from Eve that her dies that she got in her mystery box last month. She already had and I did not. The dies that are for the Salon Nouveau. And I did notice that my Salon Nouveau paper collection is very, very, very low. I have lots of the embellishments. I do not have the collection itself. Maybe I can swap with somebody. What do you think of this one in the very front? Okay. And I was thinking of something small. So, or should we go with something super vibrant? It's the front, for goodness sake, right? What do you think? You know we're not going to be able to see that. That's the thing. Because it's going to be cut out until when I put a picture in there. What kind of picture am I going to put in there? Maybe a picture of Beryl? Ugh. That was really, really craziness. Craziness. Black, white, pink. Okay, we have black, white, and pink. We have the bright, oh, I like this one. Okay, because you know they're ocean pictures. There's pictures of oceans. Somewhere in there, there will be beautiful oceans. Okay, I like this one for the very front paper. Okay, and I will tell you that I'm not one that measures, and my paper trimmer is outside. I am not one that measures. I would rather put little dots and scratches on stuff so that I don't have to measure. And I'm going to put a tiny little snip with my scissors on this. Okay. And then we will measure it to see what size that is. I just have never liked the measuring situation. We have to figure out fast how to get this a space that this is the top and this is the bottom. I know that I love to put things upside down. And I know I can see on the inside what's the top and the bottom, but I'm having a problem with that. That's the top. Yes. Pictures go that way. Okay. just like that. Sometimes these little books are not perfectly straight, so you kind of have to check to see if they're going to be straight enough. I am not saying that I am cutting perfectly straight by any means. And is there a top or a bottom to this paper right here? Pretty. Okay, I really like the pink, the gold. And somewhere in here I have a glue gun, glue. I think I have enough in this one. Excuse me, I apologize. Lewis, are you sneezing also, Lulu? You're in there sneezing? I know that this is supposed to not do this, but it still kind of gives me a little clogging thing in there. I'm just saying. And then I want to show you this one here that Sandra Cantu gave me. So we were at a crop, and this is called Stand IY, and it's just a piece of very thick plastic, and you snap it together. I want to say you can get them on Amazon. Okay, and it's just a little silicone mess at the bottom, and then you can use your little tips of glue that you see there that my needles all like get stuck together. So you're supposed to leave your little glue thing here. Okay, this one definitely has glue coming out much faster than, so it stays standing. Oh, I can't, I'm out of frame. I apologize. So it stays standing like this. And that little silicone base holds it, just like our paper with napkins hold it, but these hold it better because it doesn't get the water sucked back in it. So I like that much better. Okay, now I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to tell you what size this is, first of all. 1 7/4 by 7/4. So if we cut it perfectly at 7 1/4, I think you would get a really nice even cut all the way around this little paper. How about that? All the way around. And I'm going to glue it. Okay, so I bought the auto foil paper because I was having some serious FOMO. I spoke to Pam Allen about it, and Pam and I were both like, oh, we don't need it, we don't need it. Yes, maybe, yes. But Pam, I at the end fell into, I must have it, because when I see that paper and I'm the only one that doesn't have it, I'm gonna be really sad. So I ended up buying it. I crashed into the little rabbit hole I went. Now I used an excessive amount of glue on here because this is the front cover that you think that is going to be being used and seen all the time. Get that into all of those little corners. Those corners are where they start to lift. Right? And then I really like this little thing on top. and this little thing on top of that. But I'm really wanting to do more and more and more. So I'm kind of thinking of doing something like this one, and then there's going to be, of course, a little edging around it. But I think we need to make a trellis, and maybe in a different color to make it super colorful. I'm thinking of something super happy, happy, happy. I kind of think I like these little flowers, and therefore we're going to cut them into little strips. Or what's on the back of this one? Oh, yes, ma'am. Let's do that, because then we have nice long strips. I love this one. Okay, so how about a nice thin one? Let's end up with an inch. I don't know. Let's look at what an inch looks like. I think it has to be more than an inch. You know, my head does not work. It has no stop. I like that right there. So let's see. We are at not a quarter, but a little bit more than a quarter. And I'm just kind of trying it out. I'm gonna raise this up a little bit more so you can see where I'm putting it down over here and kind of playing with it to see how many I need, because I don't have a plan of attack. I'm just kind of goofing off and playing with you guys here. Don't you just love to do that with me? You guys know by now that I don't always have a plan of how I want to see it, but I see it in my head, but not all the time. You know, it doesn't always come out the way it's supposed to come out. I feel like I'm going crooked, so I had to flip over to the other side. And I think one more of those. Should we add another color? I think so. It's all about being colorful. All right, there. And this other side is 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2, 2. How about that? You guys have that? Have that problem? It's 2, 2, 2, 2. Maybe this white one. I like the white one. So we're opening up a pack of Hermosa paper. And I'm looking for that pretty white one. Which is what color on that side? It's pink. Right there. Don't worry about how thick you have your papers. Let's see, how many did we end up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So let's go for 5 of them going in the other direction. So you notice that I picked the pink one because I liked what was on the back of this. That's the one I want to use. But my little body of this, isn't that funny? It's the other one on that. So isn't that interesting that it is exactly the same, but it's different? Yep. So we ended up using the same patterns from the other side. Just didn't even know it. But it looked good together. And just do whatever looks good for you. If you don't like the colors that I'm using, then use a different color. I am going to try to force myself to use some of that black Noire with this. I may not like it because I'm trying right now, but I'm not liking what I was seeing. So, you know, okay, so this is like weaving, right? To lose my little flower. And we have the white ones on this side and the blue ones on this side. And what I like to do is I think I'd like to put a little edging of blue. This one for me is really easy to work with. It sometimes you can rub it off. So all we're doing is a little basket weaving. And here we go. You know, you don't have to worry about what this looks like at the bottom, right? Because we're going to end up having to put something on it. Because I have to. How could I possibly not have something to hold it? Okay. Same thing over here. And of course, what do we use as a little wedge in between them so that they're always the same? I'm using my ruler. I'm gonna have to put that one down right there to hold it. Oh, you know what, guys? Remember, this just happened. So this blue paper, it is like, to me, it feels like chalk paint. It comes off with tape if you don't take it off. I mean, if you don't want to. So you have to be real careful where you put your blue, where you put your ink, where you put your color, your tape, because it can take it off. So now we're gonna have to be forced to put that right there because the ink came off. I don't think I like this one. I think I want less. I think I want 1 inch. And that's a little bit more than an inch. Funny how you start working and I can't find things. Like, I don't know where things go. Where do they go? So here I have a piece of 110 cardstock, and I'm just using it as my little ruler in between so that I can put this one right next to it in kind of the same spot. Okay, and then you have to lift this little piece up and you will see that tape, that ink comes off of the paper. You have to be really careful and make sure that you want what you want when you put it down. Okay, now we're going to go to the next one. Super easy. Hey, what you making? So all I am making is the front cover of a mini book. And I feel like I wanted it to look like a little trellis in the front. So the mini book is pre-made. I bought it at a Scrap Shack. The Scrap Shack store that is our brick and mortar store here in Texas. We are so lucky to have. Okay. Another blue one. And so all it is a little tiny trellis. That's it. So tell us what you all bought during the HSN show. I did the paper auto ship, and what else did I do? I thought I was buying something from Totally Tiffany's, but then at the end I did not buy that. Some little plastic containers that she has that I really like. Paper traveling things. Same thing right here. I know, I am very sorry. I know this isn't very exciting. it's like not exciting. This is the best time to do this, is during a crop. That's what I'm trying to convince you guys to come on over and hang out with me during a crop. It is Zoom. It is I try to keep it as safe as possible. We have to have a camera so that we can see you. Okay, so now I'm going to come around and I'm going to trim these little pieces off. It's not easy. My glue, it glued down. I guess I should have cut them before. And I was hoping to use a different color, going the other direction. Are these small enough to use here? Where's my little Kyle? One more on the other side. The little book that I'm using, I bought at Scrap Shack. But they have lots of places you can get it. Do you hear Anna say today the July mystery box will be Christmas? I heard that. Isn't that going to be fun? I think that that is going to be a lot of fun. I really, really think that's going to be fun. Now on this next one, what I want to do is do a different color, because why not, right? And this is super easy, just up and down, up and down. And I always like to start in the middle because it just seems easy for me to start in the very middle and work from there. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a little tiny drop of glue on this side. Oh, that has glue. I didn't know that part. There we go, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Yay, we got it right. Okay. I have it. I heard I can't wait. Wish they could come out before the end of the month. I think that I thought it was like on the 27th or something like that. Is that what I was thinking? That 26, 27 for some reason is there. I heard her say something about her date. Okay, so now this one is going to be maybe like this. I'm gonna have to really rethink what I put on top of this, right? Because I've done so much work. But this is just part of the creative process. The part on the outside of this book is what I'm thinking has to be most elaborate, because it's the areas inside are going to be thin. There we go, here and here. Well, what do you think? It's coming out, or it's not coming out to your liking? And I'm zooming in a little bit more. I like the ideas using the paper strips to keep spacing even. Yes, like a little Kyle kind of thing, right? Just here. So let's make sure we're under, on top, under, top, under, blah, blah, blah. Okay, right here. So you put a little paper in the way. So if you get OCD like some of us do, and you want to get the best spacing possible, or you can just eyeball it, whatever your time or eye says you can do. I just wanted to show you. I was just going to go straight in and just go in for it. But then I realized that maybe some of us don't like that. And it does look much better when you have the exact way in. All right, so now we have this one. Did I just cut it off? I think I just cut it off. And we need to go over, and this one needs to go under. Just like that. And let's make sure that we're about the right spacing here. Oh, I don't have my phone. Where's my phone? Oh, it's probably on my iPad that I'm getting messages. I like when you guys text me that something is wrong. What did my husband text me the other day? He says, you're off screen. But right now I don't have my iPad up. I think I should, just in case somebody's trying to tell me something is going crazy. I don't have a team to tell me what's going on. Oh, it's Angie. Especially the china cabinet and thankfulness. Let's tell Angie. Oh my goodness. So I really, really wanted to add this little thing to the front of it. But now that we cover up the main area, it may not happen. Maybe, wouldn't it be cute if it like opened up on top? Like if we did another little thing on top? Maybe that's something that would please my eye, because then I won't lose all of that decoration that we just worked so hard on. Maybe, maybe not. Let's try this very last one. It's probably just the little corner that we have to do. And did I do it on the right? Yeah, on the right, up and down, up and down. Okay, and then on to the bigger strips, okay? Because this is now when you really, to me, I get lost. And this one I'm going to go on top. About right there. It just looks so pretty. I don't think I want to cover it up. Do you fall into that trap? We add too much decoration and then we don't want to put the picture on top, because you guys saw, I showed you, I have 2 boxes of stuff that has paper I have layouts done that do not have pictures. And that is one of my goals this year when I'm working with you all, is to actually get the pictures onto the paper. Okay. Not so easy to do when you put this down with glue. I'm trying. I think maybe if we did a little tiny Sharpie, not a Sharpie, what is it called? This little knifey thing might be easier. Oh my goodness, I really like the way that's coming out. I love all the colors. Oh, I love it. Could use a card base to give it more decoration. Yes, absolutely. I think that's a very good idea. And we're gonna move the next one. Let's see, do we have another solid one? A little bitty one. These are all the little bitties. This one's gonna be on top. Nope. So this one's gonna be, that's no bueno. I'm trying to pick this up, and this is full of gold rub, and my little pokey tool is full of rub and buff. Okay, so now we add this one here, and here we're going to do that little piece there, and a tiny bit of glue. I don't know. You think I can do it without cutting right into the paper? I'm not like very good at the X-Acto situation, so I don't think I can do that. I'm just gonna scratch the paper and it won't look pretty. Now, you know that I'm gonna have to put a whole trim around the whole edging because I like a nice clean look all the way around. Now, what paper do we use for that? Oh, do we use a border? Oh my goodness. We need a beautiful border for the whole edge. What border would be appropriate? Let's think. This one is going to be right here. I'm thinking that's the right spot. And it's going to be right on top. Because that would keep the edge really nice and clean looking, and it also is going to keep all of that stuff from coming up. What little thing do we have? You know, one of my favorites is the gold from, is it called the German Borders? I think that's what it's called, a little German border situation. You see, with a little border like that? Wouldn't that be pretty? I know I have the little German borders. I think that would be absolutely perfect. And let's see, do we have German borders under G? Yes, we do. Oh, I know, you guys know I've been working on trying to keep my dies in order. And I went through that entire situation over there. You see over there, that die mess over there. That is where I have all of my borders. Oh, you can't even see. Maybe. And that is where I'm keeping all of my borders. And it is a hot mess. That border system is... I need to count and see how many. Does anybody have a count of how many borders we actually have, how many borders, excuse me, how many dies we actually have. I love all of these. One, because when you cut them, you have 2 for the price of 1. I love them all. Kind of think I like the smallest one, which is this one. It has the little holes in it. This one is not going to be good. It needs to have a straight edge on it. So I think I'm kind of going with this one. And we need to cut it twice for gold. Gold, of course. Maybe not. Maybe we should do black. Because I'm trying to force myself to use the black. I just can't see it with black. I just can't. But I thought I could. I just can't right this minute see it in black. I can see it in this gorgeousness. And I can see it in plain old gold. But I don't think I can see it in black by itself. You tell me. Black, gold. Excuse the noise, I apologize. I have my rolling cart that has my impress outside in a different room because I have a big old mess going on here. So I am rolling this cart in that has my impress on it, so I apologize. For all the lovely noise. And are we at gold or are we at black? What shall we do? Like your dress, thank you. Like my dress, black and white. Black and white, like the dress that I'm wearing. I am wearing a black and white dress. I am wearing a black and white dress with some floral stuff on it. I don't know where this one's from. Huh, it even has felt. I don't think that's gonna work the best. Let's just try it, okay? I'm gonna go for this little bitty, and the die. And the die. I do have a black and white dress on. You're so right. And then it has this little floral stuff on the top of it. So why wouldn't it work? Like your dress. Pamela wants white. And the white and black. Pamela's smart, let me tell you. I thought this was going to make little holes. It doesn't make little holes. It just makes indentions. No, it does. Have little holes in it. here is black. Maybe it's not supposed to make holes, you know, but I think it's supposed to make holes. It has the cutout, and I'm forcing the little pop-outs in here. Where's my little brush? You know, we could use a really vibrant foil color also. It doesn't have to be gold, right? And I'm gonna hang out with you guys for another hour or so, and we're gonna get as far as we can with this. One more little hole here. And maybe we can do a crop to continue playing with this little book. I would really appreciate it, because I think we should all craft together and see each other. I love the YouTube plan here, but I really like seeing you guys. Okay, there's black. White, black, too many dies, want more. Yes, I love the small eyelet. Hello, Angie, you found me. Okay, here we are. I'm not in love with that black. And I don't think I would like it in this either. I keep wanting to go back to gold, and I think that we should try maybe pink. You know that the foil can do no wrong. But that pink and blue, you know, we had a bright blue in one of our classes. Which one was the bright blue? It was a bright blue. Trial and error is what this is called, okay? There's no shame in it, just plain. I think I'm gonna like this one. This one's really, really bright blue. I think it went to the the birthday class from the last Create. Do you guys remember that color? I only know I had it because I just cleaned that section out of my craft room. I don't know. I don't think these little things are supposed to be popping out. These little eyelets. Because it's not on here. So that makes me wonder that that was not supposed to be out. I have to look at the little pamphlet that comes with these, right? If the little pamphlet brochure that comes with it. I mean, I guess we can pop the colors out if we want to. Why not? Where is that little one at? Here. That's what I'm talking about. No, you can see in that it is not supposed to have the little dots sticking out. It's all in. I didn't think so. Look. I like that. I'm a fan of the bright blue. Let's run it uno más time. One more time. Eins mal. Una vez más. How many more languages do we want to say it in? One more time. I have several in my pocketbook. Eins viel mal. Let's think. Let's think how many different ways we can say one more time. I'm liking the bright blue. Okay, it's a happy book, and I think that it is a good one. And I like it's going to have it all the way around. There we go. Look, I like that. Okay, so now since I'm putting it in for sure, then we need to do with real glue. This was just the little temporary glue that I was using. Let me bring the camera in a little bit more. It's telling me some kind of crazy stuff about going in the wrong direction or something. So I had my generic ATG tape on here, and now I want to put some real glue on it. Angie loves to make little mini books also. Angie, this is a prefab book, and I just decided that I needed to put it together. I got it at Scrap Shack. I can barely see a tiny little something there. So I'm trying to put the glue towards the bottom edge of the little tape, leaving this part up here open so we can sneak things into it if need be. That is my plan on this. Super easy little trellis to make. And then to finish it off and make it really pretty, we're going to add a little trim to it. I'm putting glue towards the center, but not on the very edges, because I might have to lift that up and fix the little mitering corners. I might have to go and miter a corner, so that's why I was leaving it up so I don't have to. You see what's happening? This is not big enough on the corner. So what does that mean? We're gonna have to add a boo-boo into that little space. Like a really gorgeous corner right here. There's a little tiny piece that's missing. What shall we do? What shall we do? I don't know. We have boo-boos to fix. And you know that it's just adding another layer. Adding another layer, because I don't like it when they don't meet all the way around together. I like the blue. I like the pre-made ones just because you can do the decorating part. I also like building them though. I feel like it's therapeutic to do the building parts. Okay, I just very gently remove this little piece here. And I'm going to add more glue to it because I'm thinking on the fly and I don't like the way that was coming out. I want this little corner completely closed up. So I'm pushing it to the edge, and we'll have to figure out how to fix it on the other side. Because this is not a 12-inch, it doesn't fit a 7.5 die. All right, there. Hello, Lewis. How are you? Little Louie. So if I start here, then I'm going to have one little corner here that's going to be a boo-boo, and I'd rather do one spot that has a boo-boo than all 4 corners. That's what I was thinking when I was kind of working with this. So now if I have this one here, get my other little clippies here so that they can start gluing down. What I'd like to do here is kind of just get my pretty scissors that don't have that. To me, that Tim Holtz one has that serrated mess on it, and I don't like it when it is serrated. Okay, so I'm going in here and only going to cut the little tiny piece so that we can make this work. I don't think I want to cut any of it. If I cut a little piece off, oh, Martha Frischnecht. If I cut a little piece off, you'll see the blue color underneath. Let's think about it. I do like the miter look, okay? I like that it looks nice and finished. But literally, here we have OCD issues kicking in. I'm putting that on my little glass mat so I get glue all over it. And I'm going to kind of slide this into this corner. And I'm going to hold that down into that little spot while I do the same thing on the other side. I clipped off one little piece right here. And on this side, I can add just a tiny little corner. How is it going to look? I don't know. This might be the back of the book by the time we get done. Yes, it might be the back of the book. Loveliness. And then we need to add more glue into all of these little corners. I just didn't like the way the black was looking. I just didn't. A pretty corner die is absolutely perfect. I think a corner die is the way it's going to make it look nice and finished. I think that is the only thing that's going to help this because I am not having good luck on it. I know you can't see exactly what I'm seeing, but I think that I don't like, and so lately what I've been doing when I have a corner miter to do, I only miter one of these. I hold this down and I kind of just slice right into this top portion, and then we're gonna glue it all in. And miters and corners and flowers and a beautiful corner will do wonders for this little space here. And we're gonna smush it all together right there. And let's go see how this side looks. Yep, it's gonna be the exact same thing. Holding this little piece up, slicing into it, and then we glue it in. So before I glue it in, I want to show you exactly what I'm seeing. Okay, here's the bottom. Here's the little tiny piece that was one little scallop, and then I only mitered the top one so that when I bring this down, it's going to be all tucked in. Just want to make sure that you know exactly what I'm seeing, and adding glue to the extra little pieces all underneath to kind of make sure that you've got it going in the right direction. Let me look. And then I think this little edge is lifting on this outside. Little mini books compared to a Plano scrapbook page is something that for me, the gluing part has to happen really, because then otherwise you're going to be lifting. Things are going to be getting messed up. So I have to make sure that those little corner pieces are always in the right way. So we have to cut another one because I used up the little edges of this space. So we know that it's too small for both of them. So we're going to cut another little piece. Enough that it is covering up underneath. Putting glue all underneath. This is going to be the part that's really long. I don't know if I like that little piece sticking up. And we slide it underneath and hold it. I'm pressing my camera so you can see as much as I can on my little edge. And then I'm putting more glue on top so that this top blue one holds down. You see that? And then we want to do the same thing over here. Where's that little extra blue? The extra blue is right here. So I used one of these to kind of turn it into the corners underneath. I didn't like the way it was coming out. You know what? That's what happens when you're just scrapbooking on the fly and not measuring as you go along. Martha Frischnecht has a problem with that. And so I have to keep working, and you know, it's scrapbooking, so it's not brain surgery. You're okay if you readjust. And add more glue to the very top, because we're only short like by 1/4 of an inch when this is all said and done. It's very little that we are short of. And yes, I do have fancy clothespins. You see how cute those are? Guess what I did one day? I sat there and was cutting scraps and was gluing them onto gorgeous little pieces. I know, because I'm fancy that way is what my husband would tell you. So I need one of these, right, to go on top. And we're going to cut one. That one's our extra little piece. My magnets are really old, so I used 2 of the metal shims. That's why I knew that maybe those little eyelets were not supposed to come out, because how could that possibly not be cutting with 2 metal shims? So it's getting close to, what is it, 4:30, and it's time to go figure out what we're making for dinner, which is probably going to be a taco salad at our house, because we had taco meat yesterday, and I think a taco salad would be just perfect. What's happening for dinner at your house? Taco salad is at my house. Come on down if you like taco salad. I put tacos and corn and beans, taco meat, sorry, ground beef, romaine lettuce, some fresh tomatoes from the garden. I got here and it's looking amazing already. Oh, thank you, Roseanne. Here I'm thinking it's looking like a hot mess because I didn't plan anything. You are all absolutely sweet. Look, the mitering of this situation is not perfect, but we did what we had to do. Okay, and then now this one is going to be right on top. And yes, paper sometimes buckles, especially in this kind of really detailed dies. Look how cute that is. Are we going to have to miter it differently? Oh, for the love of Jesus. Where's my extra one? No, this one. This one is just perfect. We're gonna make it a little bit longer so that we have an extra piece to miter. Yes, we are. And a little bit of glue on this very back corner. I really am happy with this paper. This bright blue from the birthday, it was the birthday class, men's birthday class, I want to say, from the last create we just did. And I'm holding it down right there. And we're going to bring this one over here. And see, it's going to be right on that little piece. Nobody's going to know except for you and me. And now we're going to put glue on the bottom so we can hold it all down, and then we're going to miter at the end. I like to put glue all over these little spaces, but then come back, add more glue. Right here on this edge. So today was AGTV Day, and it was Christmas. Stuck together. I did not buy a single thing. I thought I had everything that we were using, and I thought that that was a really good plan for me because I didn't have to buy anything. Making sure that it's really hard on those little edges, and then here I'm going to come in and do my little crazy mitering corners because I decided I needed to miter, that my little brain needs to miter, so be it. And there. I'm going to do the same thing over here. We're one scallop away from it being the right size, so we're making it work. How about that? We're making it work. Did anyone order today on Anna's blog? Okay, so I was really close to ordering stuff, but I didn't have anything that I had to have. So that's why I didn't buy anything on it. But you know, I'm my goodness, I have so much stuff. So I didn't have anything I had to buy. And we also just had the HSN stuff. That's what I'm saying. I ordered the gold ink on that yesterday. That's why we used, Angie, you weren't here when I was using gold Rub and Buff for inking because I don't have my gold Anna Griffin. I ordered the one that is 4 different colors yesterday. I think it was about $25, and it was the gold, silver, the rose gold, and something else, and then it comes with the little cleaning pad and the cleaning scrubby spray. Okay, loves, we are out of time. It is 4:30, and so I will tell you we are going to continue this tomorrow. I will come back and show you where we're at. I have here the little frame that I was thinking about using here in the front. And I was showing you that I did not cover cover. I didn't put glue on the very edges of this little piece. I only put glue on the very edge, straight edge of it, because that way you can sneak in these little things to it. I'm really loving the way the little trellis looks, but if I add all of this stuff to it, you can't see the trellis anymore. That's so sad. So much work and so gone, but it looks really pretty, right? So maybe I won't do that big of a frame, okay? Maybe this deserves a smaller frame, like something smaller right here. I think that's what we're going to have to do, because I can't imagine me covering everything up. Like something like this with the date on it. I know I have another one that is already pre-made in here somewhere. I just don't know where it's at. And if I get time tonight to come back and work in here, I will let you know. I thought I had a little one that was already prefabbed in here, but I don't see it. Hermosa, Hermosa, where are you? But I think that's where I'm headed. I just don't see me covering up the whole thing after we work so hard on that gorgeousness. I just don't think I can do it. So maybe we'll have to use a little journaling tag that's a little bit different. Here's another one. See, we can do pop-up journaling like a double. We can do this one this way, and we can write something gorgeous on there. I think that might be something that we can do. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's been so much fun hanging out and seeing you guys. I'm here this week because I'm still off from my vacay time. This is the one I'm looking for. Look at that. Maybe that looks too big still. So let me turn this around. Let me say hello. Yay, how are you? Okay, so I survived. I survived this little page. That was hard. That was really hard for me to just do this without having a plan. Okay, missed the auto ship. I only ordered the, not the album. They ran out of auto ship for the paper, or the auto ship for the a scrapbook. The auto ship for the paper, I think, was the paper that was pearlescent. Yeah, that's the auto ship that I ordered yesterday. It was really pretty. See, I couldn't make it. I was trying to get inspired by the black and white dress. And hey, Dina, how are you? Hi, we're just finishing up. Look, I was covering a pre-made book. I bet you have some of these pre-made books in your stash. The books that already come pre-made. And I want to turn it into my Cancun picture book. Shall we call it Barrel? The Barrel book. I'm glad you like the blue. See, I like it too. I just think it represents water for me, and the blue in the back, and it kind of picks up the blue that's right here. Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy that you think it's so cute, that I did well. I know I was working on the fly trying to make these corners look really pretty, because this is not big enough. So you just have to make it work. But I really love this arch. Maybe I have to go look at another arch or an oval to make this work. Oh, look how pretty that would be as another flap. Look how pretty that would be. Angie, you also like the little flip flaps in your books. This one has a little pocket on this side for stuff, and this one has a nice big picture. But I was saying those are going to have to be flat because that's what's on the inside. And then it has two waterfall things in here. They all have to be pretty flat because it has to close. So the outsides are going to be elaborate and thicker. Maybe it has to have another flap on here. How about cutting the arch down? I know I'm going to have to go to my stash of arches, but I'm really liking this arch. I'm trying trying to see how that would work, but we have lots of them. Maybe that one from the Rocco would be also really cute. I got this mini book at scrapshacktexas.com. It is our little scrapbook store here in Friendswood, Texas, and I got it in person when I was there. You might have to do a double up on the images, the margins. Yes, exactly. I think that this is just really pretty. Maybe I'll do it on the back, and I don't know. But we're starting this page, and we're gonna put our Cancun pictures in here. I think it'll be really cute with them in there. And I will see you guys later. Maybe tomorrow's already gonna be Thursday. Maybe I'll see you on Friday. I'm gonna work on this room and getting more stuff taken care of, get more of this paper out of here, and I will see you guys later. Thank you again for joining me. I really appreciate you hanging out and spending your time with me. Super easy little tips on making 2 different colors of trellises. We use that little Kyle in between to kind of use as a measurement. You can also use your ruler, but my ruler was a little bit too thick for this mini book. And making work the mitering of the corners. Thank you so much, and I will see you Friday. Let's make a date for Friday. Let's say lunchtime Friday, and we'll see you then. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.